Broadcasting live from the Joy 106.3 FM studios, it's the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show with host Coach Gerald Williams. Wildcats, let's flip the switch and do this.
Very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Florida Classic edition of the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. I'm here with my co-hosts, Mr. Ralph Smith and Mr. CC Cruz. Ralph, how is your week going, big guy?
Well, first of all, my week is going great. Had a wonderful trip to Grambling and saw victory number 2, and hopefully on Saturday, victory number 3. So my week is going fantastic.
That is great. That is great. And we should have Jerry calling in here momentarily. We don't want to ask the other guy. Well, you know what?
My week has been great.
Oh, so you just interrupt and just come right on in. CC, how's your week going, man?
It's been good, man. It's been good. You know, this is an exciting week for the Wildcats, man, and just excited and ready to go.
Most definitely really excited, ready to go. As you said, it's a big week here in Daytona and definitely over in Orlando. I know we were over a little earlier watching our Wildcats get ready. Final preparations for Saturday's kickoff, 3:30 p.m., Camping World Stadium in the Big O for the Florida Classic.
Bring your rain gear.
Bring your rain gear
Absolutely.
and your Wildcat spirit. Bring your rain gear and your Wildcat spirit. But we'll get to that momentarily, guys. All right, let's recap our SWAC week from last weekend. First game coming up. That game kickoff at 11 a.m. in Grambling, Louisiana. Really glad for our faithful that traveled over to Grambling to see that contest for our Wildcats. Our Wildcats come out victorious 31-14 over the Grambling Tigers. Ralph, we'll cover that a little later, but it was great to see the fans that did turn out that came for that contest, and we had quite a few of them. They're in the stands from all over. If you climb down to the bottom of the stadium, it was a little rough getting out of there, but we made it out.
But you know what, Coach? I just hope our Wildcat fans don't do what Grambling fans did last Saturday. And that's not support the kids.
Great migration, huh?
And not support the coach, because you know what? When all fails, somebody still need to be picked up. And I know our Wildcat fans aren't going to do that, because our Wildcat fans haven't deserted us all year long. So I know they aren't going to desert us, but I was disappointed at Grambling.
And even the ones who were there, I know when we scored a touchdown, I mean, you saw there's a walkway. If you look to the right of the band, there's a walkway, and it was nothing but full of people exiting the stadium there. Great atmosphere, law enforcement all around, helicopter flying over all game. But it was a great atmosphere, very humble people, and glad we could be there in attendance. Great weather, too. We thought it was going to be pretty cold, but we had to take off some clothing just to be down there. So great game for our Wildcats, and like I said, we'll cover that a little later. Next up, we had Alabama State going to Mississippi Valley State. Mississippi Valley State continues the winning tradition, 44-31 over Alabama State. And just this week, I guess, with Coach Danzy got a contract extension.
Did.
So,
Right.
Definitely.
He did.
Definitely so. Prairie View goes to Alcorn State. Alcorn State wins that contest 31-29 over Prairie View. Surprise there, guys? I know Ralph had said he felt that Alcorn would pull that game out, and that's what they did.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Gotcha. Then we have the FAMU Rattlers going to Arkansas Pine Bluff. FAMU wins that game 37-7 over Arkansas Pine Bluff. I don't think any surprise there.
No.
Yeah, no surprise.
But, you know, if you look at that game in the first quarter, neither team could get anything going in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought that if Arkansas had a quarterback, they could have made that game very interesting. But anyway, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Saturday.
Yeah, definitely so. Then you have Alabama A&M went to Texas Southern. As Coach said in his show a little earlier, you know, Texas Southern has been coming on pretty strong. Alabama A&M outlasted them this past Saturday, 52-49. Akil Glass throws for 462 yards.
That was a shootout.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Basketball. They played basketball out there.
Definitely.
Then the Jackson State Tigers go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They win that contest 21-17 over the Southern Jaguars.
I picked Southern to win that game.
I did too.
So I'm surprised at that score. Yeah.
Me as well.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it for the SWAC week recap. That'll take us right into our Pro First Sports Management SWAC week schedule, and then we'll cover the rankings here a little later. First up, Prairie View plays Texas A&M. That game is a 12 p.m. kickoff there in College Station, Texas. Kind of late to be playing a money game, but hey, if you can get it, you can get it, right?
Get it while to get it.
Then you have Alcorn State playing Jackson State. That game in Veterans Memorial Stadium there in Jackson, Mississippi. That's a 2 p.m. Central Standard Time kickoff.
That could end up being an interesting game, Ralph.
I got Alcorn by 3.
Oh, do you? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like the Alcorn team.
Yeah.
I think the Alcorn team is the best team we played all year. Bethune.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And I think the only reason we won that game is we was determined not to lose it.
Yeah.
But I thought they had a really good team. Very balanced.
Yeah.
They could pass, they could run.
Then you have Arkansas Pine Bluff going to Alabama A&M. As I said earlier, Arkansas Pine Bluff has been kind of coming on as of late. That's a 2 p.m. kickoff also there in Huntsville, Alabama. Then Texas Southern travels to Alabama State, 3 p.m. kickoff, Central Standard Time there in Montgomery, Alabama. The way Texas Southern has been playing of late, yeah.
I say Texas Southern by 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to give a score, but I do say Texas Southern, though.
Oh, he won't give a score for that one.
No, I won't give a score for that one.
That guy.
Well, I'm going to see what you're going to do for this next one.
And then the granddaddy of them all, the FAMU Rattlers and the Bethune Cookman Wildcats meet in Camping World Stadium, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff on ESPN3.
It's going to be a big game. And I think both defenses going to show up to play.
Both defenses show up to play.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a game of will. What team is going to will their way and what team is going to give in?
You got a score, Ralph?
We'll cover that.
We'll cover the score. You're not going to get me this early.
Oh, okay.
Let him get into the flow of things, you know. First, second series. Just let him. He has a playbook he has to go down for the first and second
I'm
series.
an older guy that takes me time to warm up.
Okay, guys.
Gee.
Okay.
You can't get him off cuff like that, CC. What's gotten into you? I mean,
oh man.
I know what it is. These earlier kickoffs, man, have gotten to you. Like, we need to score right now. You know what I'm saying? Roll out of the bed and let's win this thing. That'll take us right into our SWAC football standings. In our East, Jackson State coming into the East, 7-0 in conference, 9-1 overall. FAMU comes in at 6-1, 8-2 overall. Alabama A&M 4-3, 6-3 overall. Alabama State comes in at 2-5, 3-6 overall. Mississippi Valley State coming in at 2-5, 3-7 overall. And our Bethune-Cookman Wildcats coming in 2-5, 2-8 overall. In the West, Prairie View A&M comes in at 6-1, 7-2 overall. Alcorn State comes in at 5-2 overall. They're 6-4. Southern comes in at 3-4 overall. They're 4-6. Grambling State comes in at 2-5 overall. They're 3-7. Texas Southern comes in at 2-5 overall, 2-7. And Arkansas Pine Bluff rounds it out at 1-6, 2-8 overall. For our FCS computer rankings in the SWAC, Jackson State comes in ranked number 20, previously ranked number 14. FAMU comes in at number 33. They were previously number 29. Prairie View A&M comes in at 52. They were previously 32. Alabama A&M comes in at 60, previously 62. Alcorn State comes in at 76, previously 85. Southern University coming in at 86. They were previously 81. Mississippi Valley comes in at 90. They were previously 107. Alabama State comes in at 93. They were previously 78. And our Bethune-Cookman Wildcats come in at 102, previously 109. Grambling State comes in at 104. They were previously 86. Texas Southern comes in at 105. They were previously 91. And Arkansas Pine Bluff rounds the SWAC out in power rankings, coming in at 118. They were previously 113. Some changes we have seen in the SWAC since we last played. Unfortunately, Coach Fobbs was let go over at Grambling State. Like to congratulate him on a great job that he did over at Grambling State. It's sad to see him go. He's a Grambling alum, and from that area. But
I thought it was real sad, and I thought it was a poor part on the university to do that right for the Bayou. I think he could at least play that last game, before they pulled the trigger like that. But with that said, man, these teams want to win. So
yeah, it's a win right now.
Yeah.
Like you asked Ralph for a score. Like I need it right now.
That's it.
That's unfortunately how it goes, and it is truly, if we don't understand anything else, and if our guests don't understand anything else, it's truly a business.
Right.
It's a business. Right. You win. Money comes. It helps with fundraising, things of that nature. You get sponsor after sponsor. You lose, and especially like Ralph always says, your cash cow in most of these universities is football.
Right. Right.
We're not the Dukes. We're not the North Carolina. We're round ball. Is it?
Right.
So gotta win. So.
But on the other hand, though, every coach that get hired know he's going to get fired.
Yeah, at some point.
At some point, I mean,
or have to step away.
Step away. Yeah.
Because usually people always ask him, "What have you done for me lately?"
Right.
I think Coach Fobbs is going to be greatly missed from that organization. Someone that grew up in that organization, bringing someone else in to try to understand that culture, I think it's going to take some time. But good luck to Grambling and all the support for Coach Fobbs.
Coach
I don't think he'll be out of work long.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't think.
Alabama State coach Donna Eli, was it the next day or the next couple of days? Right. He's at Georgia Tech now.
Yeah,
so,
right. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting offseason. It already is. It's starting in the SWAC, but all around college football, it's
It's going to be a lot of jobs.
There are some coaches who are still at their institution that will be probably leaving their institution to go elsewhere.
Yeah,
nationwide.
Sure.
Nationwide.
Sure.
We're not just talking about in the SWAC or the MEAC or HBCU football. It's all around. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, man.
Win, baby, win.
That's it.
Pretty much.
That's it.
That's the goal.
And how much, unfortunately, how much money you can throw at me.
How much money you can throw. That's
right.
it.
So that's it. CC, you got any recruits for us this week?
I actually don't have any recruits this week, but I would definitely have some the next time we come.
We've been focusing a lot on, this game coming
this game has
at
really
hand.
Been a major focus.
This is the mecca of I would say HBCU football, and recruits.
Yeah.
Your best recruits come out of Florida. So,
Right.
who's who. I just got a text earlier from one of my guys from Lake City, Columbia, and, he was like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And Cookman's looking at him hard. So,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's we're playing a team that's I think, McKay is their starting quarterback. He's really playing well now. So we're going to really have to play.
Speaking of recruits, it's just like, when you look at a game of this magnitude and we're jumping ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
But, when you look at a game of this magnitude, you're looking at guys who've played with each other and
Right.
they played against each other, not
Right.
just in college, but,
Right.
in high school.
Grew up together.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Right.
Some of these
right.
kids
So,
ate at the same table, right?
Right.
So it's really a huge deal, and you probably see some of the same kids that both schools are recruiting.
Right. It's a catalyst of games to say, hey, and winning goes a long way in this game to your recruiting.
It does.
Your recruiting. And, losing is not that far behind. We hate to use the word losing, but
right.
one guy, and we have young men who like, I see where I can go into this university and help this team out.
Right.
Exactly. To where that won't happen again. The Tim Tebow speech of, on my watch, this will never happen again.
Yep,
same with, it's important Shadur Sanders and Deion Sanders.
Yep.
So it's just interesting. It'll be interesting to see between now and, National Signing Day in February, and we have a period of early signing, here in December coming up. So,
but I will tell
we'll bring it to you.
Yeah,
we'll bring it to you.
I will tell you, Cookman is doing a big time job in the recruiting area. They are really recruiting, so I'm expecting some big things coming up.
Gotcha.
See, I like, I think they're doing well in the skill positions, and I think
we got to beef it up.
We got to beef that defensive line up.
Defense and offensive line, we are losing Ruse, and there's some guys.
Number 63.
Yeah, Savage. Yeah.
It's the Savage.
He's playing in the. And congrats to those guys, Teron Mallard and Mr. Savage being
invited to the
HBCU Legacy Bowl.
Yeah.
So.
And
and looking forward to more being invited to some other games.
Yeah.
So.
We don't have a whole lot of seniors on this team.
No, I think we had about 10 to 12.
10?
And,
that's not very many.
Coming into this season, we thought, coming in the spring, we thought, well, Teron Mallard's gone, and here he is. He's back. And,
he's back.
Yeah, but a lot of those kids, we thought, that defensive line, we thought we was getting them back, and those guys were gone.
And it wasn't because of graduation.
No,
it was. And it wasn't the streets got them.
It was about 18, 19-year-olds making decisions.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway.
Yeah. Definitely.
Anyway, we'll be okay.
We'll be okay, definitely.
Yeah.
So that'll take us right into our Grambling game recap. Our Wildcats go into Grambling on this past Saturday, 11 a.m. kickoff, Central Standard Time. As we said, Hill Wildcats was there in attendance. Great to sit, right behind the bench there, and hear the call of the game. Just from a player's perspective, and our guys. We already know that. Of course, we won that contest going away 31-14. At no point in time were our guys not pumped up, fired up. Shout out to my boy Bruce, who was behind us the whole time. Bruce did not sit down the whole game. Bruce from Panama City, running around blowing his horn and everything. Every player who made a good play or what have you, or if you needed to pick it up, Bruce was going to call your number out. He was going to call your name and let you know what needed to be done. So,
But that game, that particular game reminded me of 2010.
Yes.
And you say, okay, why did you go back to 2010? Because in 2010, we went to games knowing we were going to win those games.
Yes.
We felt that way.
Yes.
When those kids ran on the field at Grambling, and I looked at them, I knew, and I said to you, it's not whether or not we're going to win this game.
How much?
By how many points we're going to score. Because I knew we were going to win that game.
Right.
It's just, I got that feeling. And the kids looked like they were fit. And I said to Daryl, I said, you know what? These kids have actually played themselves into football shape.
I've been saying that,
And
for a long time. I said these kids have definitely, and you can see it. These past couple of days, you can see it. These past couple of days, that these kids have really, really played their self into shape, man. And it's a different team.
And we were so close, we could hear everything they were saying. It's just the way they were talking to each other and how they were congratulating each other, which we hadn't seen for a while.
Right.
We haven't seen that attitude.
No.
And, I'm not going to make a prediction, but if I was A&M, I would probably want to play them on week 5 or 6.
Right.
Because everybody had an opportunity to have a spring, a real full spring, a summer. We didn't have that.
Right.
So our kids had to play themselves into shape.
Right.
So all you fans out there, we've been telling you this all year.
Yep.
Give these kids an opportunity, and they're going to make you proud. And I think they're going to make you proud Saturday as well.
And, probably at one time in that game was there a little bit of, I don't want to say fear, but, okay, guys, third quarter, we're getting a little lackadaisical here.
Yeah,
let's refocus and come back. But the way you jumped out on those guys, and we did, we laid the ball on the ground a little bit, much for our taste to you cannot go do that against a team as we're facing this weekend, and that's, overcome those mistakes.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I was afraid of because we were putting it on the carpet, and usually
open the kickoff.
Bethune teams don't put the ball on the carpet, but we did. I think we had 3 or 4 fumbles, but other than that, I thought the kids played an excellent game. I thought that they stayed focused most of the game. Other than that little period in third quarter, which I kind of got nervous because, sometimes when you get overconfident, you start doing things out of character.
Right.
And that's what we saw.
Jimmy Robinson finishes the day on last Saturday. 15 carries for 98 yards on the ground. LaDarren Wilson, man, huge touchdown to seal the game at the end. Bust up the gut. And early on in that game, it was hard to run up the middle.
Yeah.
It was hard to run up the middle. It was hard to pass.
They played that weird defense.
They did. Right. And they had some active guys up front.
They did.
They were small.
Yeah, but they were very active. They were quick off the ball. And gave Black a run for his money. And
but I think our defensive line is really coming around.
Oh yeah,
they're really getting a big time push. Now.
Those ends and everything, and you didn't have everyone. 95 was out, and 70 played sparingly, but Reeves and Bowman coming off that
Reeves
edge,
and Bowman doing a good job.
Had people on roller skates, and
they sure did.
Yeah, definitely.
But and again, if you look at the game Saturday. If you look at Florida A&M quarterback, he got no more experience than our quarterback. Because that kid haven't played in 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been sitting on the bench.
Yeah. And he's just played himself into a quarterback. I'm gonna say, to be honest. I mean, because it's night and day between the way he is now versus where he was at that Jackson State game. And he has some big time targets also, Ralph, to throw to. So it's going to be a challenge. But with that being said, our Wildcats always rise up to the occasion. So I'm not expecting anything less.
Usually our classic game is probably Coach Yogi's best game.
I agree with that.
It's almost like our band.
Yeah.
I mean, our band usually don't put on a great show for me. into the Classic?
Well, I call Coach Yogi the Rattler Exterminator because he always seemed to dial up the right defense, when it comes to A&M's offense.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. And it depends on who's calling. Because if you think about it, though, even though we won the last 9 years, all every year, those games were close.
Yeah, right.
And we don't have a blowout in those 9 years. Yes. It all came down to the fourth quarter, and it all came down to our defense.
Right. So. And I know you're saying that because you want to hear my prediction, but I'm not going to give it right now.
We're not there
Actually,
yet,
I don't want to hear your prediction.
Nobody cares.
I don't understand why you would thought that.
Because I've been right these past couple of
but you started spelling
days,
yourself.
and I think my classmate.
Okay, so what is your prediction?
No,
What is your prediction?
My classmate, Mr. Vernon Walker, will be calling in. I'm sure.
Vernon Jackson.
He will be.
You don't even know your classmate.
Yeah. He don't even know.
But look, guys.
Give me a pen. Let me write this down.
No. We ain't gonna go prediction yet. We're still talking about Graham.
I'm gonna give him a pen though, just so he can have it.
All right.
Amari Hill Robinson, big interception in that game against Grambling. Came up big. Drove 69 yards on 6 plays. And, Jimmy Robinson took it in again. Big game by Jimmy Robinson, as we said earlier.
Right.
Here we go. Dylan Monaghan. Right. Again, all facets of the game, as Coach Sims says earlier in the show, all facets of the game came together and worked together for a complete game. Dylan hits a 32-yard field goal. We go up 17-0.
Right.
Grambling comes back 17-7. Then, we drive back down the field again to score before intermission, go into halftime 24-7 of that contest. Then Mr. Sutherland comes up with a huge interception late in that game. Darren Wilson up the gut.
Yeah, right up the gut.
But I did, even though I was into that game 99%, I had one problem with that game.
And we know, I think I know what your problem is, but you can go ahead and say what your problem was. You're welcome.
The way we utilized the best receiver in the SWAC, and it made him not produce in a manner in which he could.
Well, I think you were wearing him out. You're running him as a stretch the field receiver when
he's a tight end.
When the guy guarding him is not taller than you sitting down. We had not just height over him, but probably 30, 40 pounds over him, and
I probably would bring him in a little closer.
So offensive coordinator, if you're listening, Mr. Cruz said he would bring him in a little closer.
Coach James, we're pulling for you, big guy.
Yeah, most definitely.
Big stage, Coach James.
Yeah, well, big stage, sir.
Big stage. So on the day, Devin Black finished that game with 111 yards. Kamari Everett caught 3 passes for 34 yards, and Quayshawn Bird carried the ball 14 times for 59 yards. On defense, Ontario Johnson led in tackles with 9 tackles. He keeps on pacing it. As he had 4 sacks, and he forced a couple of turnovers. So
he's doing what he does.
I mean, he was out thumping.
Yeah, he was. He was
almost back home. Pretty much right after you cross over the Mississippi-Louisiana line, you're in Grambling. It was a good trip. It was a good trip. Had a little talk with the officials after the game at our hotel, and put in our wish list for how we want to be treated. Miss Emma, if you're out there listening, which I know you are, great job, Miss Emma. Great job. You stuck up for your team, and you had to show them who was in power. So on the day, Bethune-Cookman finished with 288 yards against Grambling's 186. Passing yards, Bethune-Cookman 111 to Gramblin's 102. Rushing, Bethune-Cookman finished with 177 yards on the ground. Grambling had 84. Penalty yards, we got to work on this, guys. Bethune-Cookman, 7 penalties for 65 yards. Grambling, 3 penalties for 46 yards. First downs, Bethune-Cookman finished with 17, Grambling 13. On third downs, we've been working on this. It's still, that number is a little...
Still shaky.
Yeah. 6 for 15 on third downs for Grambling, 3 for 14. We had no fourth down conversions. Grambling was 2 for 2. Got to get them off the field, guys. We got to get them off the field, especially in the game coming up this Saturday. Time possession, Bethune-Cookman 34 minutes, 9 seconds. Grambling 25 minutes, 51 seconds.
Well, I tell you what, some of this stuff we're going to definitely have to clean up on if we plan on winning this game Saturday.
Yeah, you got to, those are the things that
especially this third down.
hopefully we've gotten down pat because
Right.
today's Thursday night.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think we have.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah, I think we got to stay ahead of the chain, and our third downs can't be 3rd and 15, 3rd and 10. They got to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
Right.
Which really increases your percentage. And at 3rd and 3, if we're gonna run up the gut, we can't send a running back up there that weighs 170 pounds.
Right.
When we got one sitting over there weighing 220.
What'll happen, right?
Okay.
Huh?
What'll happen?
It gets stuffed.
Bounced out of there. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, Ralph. You talking to Mr. James?
You think he's listening?
Him or whoever.
Whoever in power. Mr. James, offensive coordinator, do you hear me?
Oh, God.
Guys, let's go right into our grading. All right, Grambling, Bethune-Cookman, 31-14 victory. Quarterback play, CC.
You don't want me to grade it. He don't want to hear my grading.
I got enough of his grade during the game.
I'm not going to even grade tonight. Go ahead, CC.
We agreed to disagree during the game.
Yeah, I quarterback play, man. I'm gonna have to go with a C-.
Okay. You and I agree.
Were you there?
Huh?
Were you there?
Yeah.
You go with the C-?
Yeah, I was going to give him a D, but I go with the C.
Okay, you go with the C-. Okay, all right. Okay.
Running back play.
I'm going to go with a B. B. And the reason I'm going with a B, we can't fumble the ball.
B- or just
I go with a B- because the running back that had the most yards, Coach, he did have 3 fumbles and not 1. He had 3 fumbles.
1, I will give him because
he got hit hard. Yeah, come on. You can't give him that because he got hit hard. You're playing football. So he got hit hard. Okay, so what? He tried,
out of compassion.
Look, CC, even at the game, he was going to say, well, you can't blame me because he got hit hard.
He got blindsided. I understand it, but
he got shoulder pads on.
Even me, tough guy, I had compassion for him on that one because that guy came out of nowhere and T-boned him.
He T-boned him.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But he still put it on the carpet.
Ralph's a hard grader, bro.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to go with Ralph with that. I'd do a B- as well.
All right. Wide receiver play.
Ralph?
I give a strong B on that one. Even though I give a B. I'm a B maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm at a B-. I'm at a B-. And I'm kind of shaking between a B- and a C.
We could have been better. And I'm not going to put this all on the receivers. What
I knew I was waiting on him to say that.
What did I give the quarterback?
Yeah, you gave
You didn't grade him.
Yeah, well,
you gave him a C minus, but
C
I
minus.
didn't really grade him because I didn't have a grade for him.
Yeah, so
you can't blame the
fair?
receivers.
Is it fair to give the receivers a B minus?
No, I don't think it's fair.
well, yeah, it is because I know for 2 plays the quarterback put the ball right where the receiver was.
Of course he did. Of course.
14 when he dropped the ball, and then to Kamari down near the end zone, right in the corner over there. So,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
See, this is my point of view, though. You're the quarterback. I'm the receiver. You got to get the ball to me. I personally think I'll take that group of receivers that we have, and I think they're probably the best in the SWAC. They're young, and I think they're going to be great. But I think you got to have a quarterback to give them a better opportunity to catch the ball. You can't say, well, I did throw 2 to you that was right there, yeah, but you threw 5 over my head. Hey, I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, you threw 2 directly to me, but hell, you threw 5.
All right.
I'm telling you, I had to deal with this Saturday, sitting up there in the stands, man.
Oh God.
And the only place you could run to away from it was down.
Oh,
or you go, and if you went down, you're going to be on the bench.
Yeah.
'Cause we were just,
Dude, I'm saying the score should have been 60-7. We were better than they were. We just got to throw the football.
But it wasn't just throwing. We laid the ball on the ground,
We
too,
laid- yeah.
and cautious drive, the first kickoff, you know. And, yeah, right after that, you know, I
Yeah.
see Coach Sims coming down, and he made a beeline down the D's, and it was good to see D's back.
Yeah, it is.
And D's was one guy away from breaking it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was one guy away from breaking it.
And he told him, take those sleeves off, you know. It was warm enough that you could have.
Right.
It was, but, you know. All right, offensive line play.
I'm going to give those guys a solid B.
He's going to do him a solid.
I'm going to give them a solid B. I personally like our offensive line, though.
Yeah, I like them as well. So I ride with a B too.
All right. Defensive line play.
A. I thought those guys played. I think Bowman and Reed, dude, we need that play Saturday. We need the way they played last Saturday, this Saturday, because they played defensive
You
end.
know, really since in that Jackson State game, that's where those guys really been blowing
You know why?
people's backs.
You know why? Because you got number 70 that they inserted in. I think his name is Christopher.
Grant.
Yes. And he's been really, really doing some great things. So it's making those ends have a big time pushes. So I'm gonna go along with you. I'm gonna grade him an A as well.
But he missed the game, and they still did it.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, they had other kids there, and regardless, they're playing A ball right now. Daryl.
Okay, CC.
Daryl.
The name's Daryl.
Daryl.
On the bus they call him Donald.
Yeah, everything.
Hey,
everything. Hey, you. You know?
Hey, you were either A Donald, never Daryl.
Linebacker play.
We got the 2 best in the league, 19 and 12.
And what does 19 need to do?
Throw up.
So, for our listening audience, and I think we talked about it before one time on here, if you see Mr. Thomas throwing up, he is not sick. He's just getting ready to light somebody up. Whenever you see him, you know.
And he will light you up.
Yes.
So I love my linebacker core, really.
Defensive backs. We were challenged Saturday on a couple of times, and those guys held pretty tight.
They did. They did a better job than I've seen them do all year.
And we were running quite a bit of press coverage.
We did, and I thought they made a lot of improvement. I was very happy with their performance. I really have no criticism for our defensive backs because I love to see man-to-man coverage anyway, because that's man against man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You beat me, and that's the way. Now we almost got beat on the long one.
Yeah.
But we did get beat on the long one, so I'm not going to do it almost, but I just like the way they played.
It's going to be interesting, though, to see how that's challenged on this Saturday. So.
Well, yeah, but Yogi defense are usually different in the classic than it is ordinarily in the regular game. Yogi got a lot of coverages that you ordinarily don't see during the season.
But when you go man to man, it's
man against man.
Yeah. And something I saw early in our game Saturday was sometimes our corners forgot they had over the top help. And our safeties had played.
Yeah, but when you play on the zone they've been playing though, that's easy to forget that you got that.
Come on, man. This Steve one double A football.
Just finished it, man.
So both
we should.
So both y'all gonna jump over.
I mean, you.
Okay.
You already know what he's gonna say.
So
such won't forget that we.
So he said the quarterback was okay throwing the ball 2 miles over a guy's head.
I never
and you
said
didn't
that.
come in and help me.
I never said that.
Yeah, he did. He said, well, he threw 2 that was there.
I say he threw to the wrong guy. And now he did throw, and you saw the one because it was right in front of us, hit him in the hands, and then the other one, he didn't even. It wasn't on the receiver. Ralph went automatically to the quarterback. And I'm like, no, Ralph.
So Ralph.
And because I said that, he wouldn't even buy me a turkey leg at the game.
What did you grade the DBs?
Well, I gave him a B.
You gave him a B? Okay. So I'll go back because I wouldn't ask about the linebackers. So,
he didn't ask you about the
No, he didn't
linebackers?
ask me about the linebackers. But anyway, like you, I love our linebackers. I gave them an A as well. DBs, I gave a B+.
Yeah.
All right.
Our DB played with a lot of confidence.
I think so, too.
Yeah, played with a lot of confidence.
Special teams.
Well, we didn't really get into that, though, right? Well, the kicker.
The punter. The
punter
punter and the
and
kicker.
the
I got to look at the punter and the kicker. So
And those 2 guys are really coming on at the end of the season.
Man, there was a lot of those punts that almost checked up.
That's right.
Right there
That's
at
right.
the,
right.
our momentum carried us into the end zone for touchbacks, but
Yeah.
I mean, to stop.
That kid-
now, one down the other way stopped right there,
Sure did.
deep
That
into
kid-
their territory.
But the guy that I'm most proud of is the kicker.
Yeah.
Because you remember at the beginning of the
Dylan,
season,
yeah.
we thought, oh, my God.
And
He couldn't make it.
Yeah, and I think Dylan's going to play a big part in this game Saturday, guys.
Well,
I really do.
I like our kicking game. Now, one of the things that Alcorn did, and I expect they're going to do it here Saturday, our kicker usually stepped to the right, and Alcorn
It's the Australian kicking method.
Alcorn would put 6 guys on the right side. They rush it from the inside. Which I'm not going to say what they open themselves up to because I'm sure we already know that. But I think somebody's going to get burnt.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing it, man.
Yeah.
Coaching grades.
Yeah. You really want me to grade that?
Hey, part of the team, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
who we grade first?
Just coaching staff overall.
Oh, so we're not doing it individually?
No. No, Lord.
Boy, you about to get us. Boy, you about to get us.
No, Lord.
No more visits to our practice.
Practice will be closed.
And they'll remember for a whole year.
Yeah.
Overall coaching staff.
C+.
Okay.
Okay,
Man, you got a microphone to say your own.
You don't have
Joe.
to-
And I am, but
You don't
but
have to agree with
that. No, I'm not going to agree with you on that. No,
Okay.
no, I'm not.
He
gonna
might
agree with you
go
on
worse.
that. No,
Okay, I'm
no,
interested to hear this.
no. I'm not going to go.
And you can't say I'm not going to grade him because you got it.
I know I am going to grade him.
Okay, what you grade?
But I'm grading him a C.
What did I give him?
C plus.
Oh. Would you like to expand on that?
No.
Okay.
You almost got to make him do it.
That's a grown man over there, man.
Don't make me.
He almost got
He
to make
already say you got a attendance problem, so them kicking you out of practice don't matter.
You see, you got to make him do it.
You the whole.
And then he pointed at me.
Yeah, you got to make him do it. Ralph, man, Ralph just goes.
So
with the
you
wind.
think I'm making him put that $80 of diesel in his vehicle?
Pretty much. And you're not feeding him either.
Right.
Man, he sat in front of me earlier today and just ate shrimp and conch fritters and everything. My mouth watering and
He paid for it?
everything.
So what now?
Do you pay for that?
No.
No. Oh no.
So you don't get pre-dim?
The $80 of diesel fuel that I put in to come here, this guy man won't even buy me nothing to eat. But it's okay.
Yeah,
They're tight with his money though.
you ate plenty of fish and everything at tailgates and stuff that you got. Yeah, well, we'll cover that later.
Yeah.
Near the end of the season, we'll tell everything. We got another show. All right, that'll take us into our FAMU scouting report. Big game coming up this Saturday, 3:30 p.m. kickoff in Camping World Stadium. CC, take it away for our FAMU scouting report.
Man, where do you start? I think this is a good team. It starts from McKay quarterbacking until they're two running backs that I call Thunder and Lightning. Then they got great wide receivers as well. They've been playing pretty good with their tight end also. On the defensive side, I think they have one of the best safeties in FCS football.
Marquise Bell.
Then they got another gentleman from
UCF, right?
Yeah, UCF. Can't recall his name, but both of these cats play really, really good football. But their linebacker play is good as well. The defensive line is very, very strong and stout. So we got a lot to get done Saturday, Ralph.
FAMU comes in that game scoring 27.3 points per game to their opponents 14.5. They've outscored their opponents 273 to 145 coming into this contest on Saturday. As far as yards, on the ground they've amassed 1,560 yards compared to their opponents' 923. Passing attempts, they've attempted 344 passes and completed 201. They come in with 2,247 yards passing to their opponents' 1,593 yards. Total offense, they have ran 696 plays this year. Their opponents have ran 598, so not
Right.
not that far off, but they're averaging 33 they have 33 touchdowns on the season compared to opponents' 19. They average about 5.5 yards per play to their opponent's 4.2. So, time possession per game, FAMU keeps the ball about 32 minutes, 35 seconds compared to the opponents' 26 minutes, 56 seconds. So we got to work on clock management.
Right.
Can't keep putting the defense on the field. That's one thing that started to happen in the third quarter for us on Saturday that we cannot have in this ball game. The weather will probably be a little bit different. Like you said, it could be a wet game, so that could mean the ball stays on the ground. But who knows?
And I think I don't know. Have you seen Bishop Bronner, A&M's running back? Mm-hmm. He kind of reminds me of Quayshawn Bird. Yeah, he has. He's been there for a while. But a very, very smart kid as well. I think he has maybe 1 or 2 master's degrees also. But they both, I think him and Quayshawn Bird kind of mirror each other. Both are very shifty. Both are fast. Both can run inside and outside as well.
Yeah, but offensively for us, this game going to come down to our offensive coordinator not calling the obvious. He got to confuse them, because if he goes with the trend he's been going in, the defense is going to be on the field all the time.
Yeah,
he cannot do the obvious, and his whole thing should be each play he should have a certain amount of yards he want to gain. And you know what? If nothing else, run your receivers to the
marker.
Yeah,
go to the marker.
Yeah, go to the marker.
I mean, you don't have to do a 30-yard play on 3rd and 7.
Right.
Run them to the marker.
Run them to the marker.
So this offensive coordinator, I know this stage is huge, and you haven't been at this stage before. Just run them to the markers.
Yeah.
Run them to the markers. Don't do anything fancy, and they'll take care of themselves. That's what I see.
I think a lot of it is getting the ball out quick.
Get the ball
2019,
out quick.
that's what happened. So.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and Kevius wasn't that good of a passer, but he made his passes count when they needed him to count, and that's what we're going to need Saturday.
But I think Black can get the ball out quicker. I really do. I just think you're going to see a different Bethune-Cookman team.
Well, I think so. I'm sure we are, because I think they're a better team than they were week 1.
Right.
But like Darryl said today at practice, on 3rd and 7, don't go for 30.
Right.
Go for 7.
I agree with that.
I mean,
almost everyone who's played against us, that was their mentality, which, I don't need home run ball, because if I score right now, you're giving them time to, do whatever they need to do. So all I need is ground and pound, dink, dink, dunk,
I mean, run to the markers.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a tendency to go for it all. I don't think that's the way to go.
And we also can have the horses to ground and pound as well.
Well, yeah, but see, our thing is, if we run this play and we get 7 yards, what our tendency is, we'll run that same play right behind it, and then they just sitting there waiting on us, because they know that's what we do.
And then if you get way behind the chains, it's going to be a handoff just to set up for the punt.
For the punt, right.
And that's how we get.
That won't work in this game, though.
No. And that's how you get to these, lack of 3rd down conversions.
Yeah.
What?
Just think about this. We were 3rd and 25, the waning minutes of the game in 2019, and we threw a 40-yarder. And what we've been doing this year is 3rd and 15, we run the ball.
You run the ball.
We just give it up.
Yeah.
I mean, in this game, you can't do that, because every Florida Classic, over the last 9 years, have always came down to the 4th quarter. And they're tight games.
Yeah.
Deep into the 4th quarter, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Right.
You're talking about seconds left on the clock.
That's right. It's all come down to the 4th quarter.
Right.
A&M, I thought we had an excellent team in 18. It came down to the 4th quarter, last play. 19, same thing.
And one big thing is both teams this year have been in battles such as that. So, who was it against? Mississippi Valley State? When Bonnet broke off the 80-yard up the gut. You go to sleep, and that's what happens, We finally played a complete, 4th quarter late game against Alcorn State. Yeah, so.
I mean, and the offensive coordinator was brilliant in that game.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
But we got to be brilliant Saturday. That's the way I see it. I'm going in that game with the same confidence I went into the Grambling game. We're going to come out of there with a victory. I don't really see us losing. That's just the way I feel.
But big-time players are going to have to make big-time plays in that
Step
game. And, if you feel you're that deal, you have to be that deal. That's that.
Right. And the only thing that makes me nervous are young players who haven't been on the stage before try to do too much.
Yeah.
Bird and those guys have been here before.
Don't get lost in the lights.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You've never played in a stadium. And, okay, some of these guys have played in Camping World Stadium, high school championship games, what have you. But this particular classic, when was the last time you've looked on Ticketmaster and saw all white around the stadium? Right. And you know what all white means on Ticketmaster?
Tickets are gone.
Yeah, right. That's what that means. You don't see hardly any blue dots, blue or pink. Pink means resale, but yeah.
Yeah, but if our kids show up with the attitude they showed up at Grambling, with the confidence they showed in Grambling, we will prevail. We would knock A&M off that little perch they were on.
You gotta have, but it's more than confidence. It's, hey, I'm going to take some licks because this is, for lack of better words, it's a showcase game for each side.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm in there. I got my family up in the stands. I got people traveling from everywhere. So if I'm on defense, this is my time to get my knockout shot.
Right. That's it.
If I'm on offense, it's my time to walk away from him and things of that nature. When I got the ball. But the key thing is defending that guy, the receiver, sticking with him, not getting lost in the sauce as he goes downfield. Play your game. And on offense, it's holding on to the ball. Holding on to the ball. Playing smart ball. If, 3rd and 5, and we need the 5 yards.
Right.
Don't run out of bounds within 4 yards.
Right.
Right. Late in the game, as we said, this game is probably going to come down to get out of bounds, stop the clock. Right. You got to play smart football, and that's on both sides. That's on both sides of the ball for us. You would hope the FAMU's looking past that to look towards
I think they are.
What they think is going to happen.
I'm hoping they are.
I think they are.
See, you can't compare the football team to the fans.
No.
Because the fans has already counted this game as a win.
Oh.
Of course,
some of their football players have to, but they also know that this can go any way, and you throw out the records, and
Right.
Whoa, Nelly.
Yeah. But our fans got to come in, and they got to start cheering from the beginning.
Oh, willing it to be so.
Because just all I want to say to our fans is just remember, our team is young.
Yes.
And there are going to be times when things aren't going their way, but we got to really let them know we're supporting them.
Yes.
This is a young team. I've been saying it all year. It's a young team who has played themselves into football shape, and they're ready to go.
Right.
But there are going to be some ups and be some downs. And we got to stay with them on when the ups, when the ups are so high, when the lows are so low, we got to stay with these kids.
Because this is a game that can get away from you if you
easily.
Stay in that lull.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll get away from you and get away from you quick.
I mean, A&M is no pushover.
No. They're coming in with a lot of momentum,
And they got to score to settle.
Whether they can make it to the playoffs or not, in their mind, it's, you win this one, you don't turn your shoulder pads in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And once you instill that in, guys, hey, just like we're saying, our guys go 3-0 to finish the season. We have to believe that as players, have to believe that, and then as fans, the same thing. Throw records out. 8-2 don't mean nothing. 2-8 means nothing.
No, it really doesn't.
No, you know what I mean?
No. No.
Yeah.
But just talking to some of the kids who aren't going to play Saturday, I kind of like the spirit that they had. I thought, wow, man, I ain't played all year and I got that kind of spirit. I think that's a testimony to the coaches.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
For them kids to have that type of attitude.
we know what we don't have and what we haven't had and some of the conditions they've had to go through, but you couldn't tell that.
No.
You know what I mean? You couldn't tell it by a record. You know? Just have to keep behind those guys. And, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think mentally, I think we're there. But I think we just got to, like you guys said earlier, we got to make some plays.
Right.
Wide receivers got to make plays.
Oh, you got to.
Cornerbacks got to make plays.
You got to throw some wrinkles in there that you have not seen all season, and you have to use those wrinkles to a T to make things happen.
Yep.
You know. Our guys got it.
Oh, that's not the part I'm worried about.
I don't want to ask you what you want. I already know, yeah.
I'm not worried about the players. I'm worried about CC.
Bro, it's going to be packed in there Saturday.
Yeah,
you're not going to have a place to walk down to be by yourself.
No.
You know, to isolate yourself. How you going to handle that, big guy?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's going to be tight. I don't know. I'm going to have Ralph on speed dial, man. And
Ralph ain't gonna
I think
answer the phone.
I think you and I going to be sitting close together, though.
Probably.
Because if you're in the plaza, yeah, because I'm in the plaza. You're not on the A&M side, are you?
But there's quite a few plazas.
There are quite a few plazas.
Not really. The plaza I'm talking about is where you go in to eat.
Oh no.
There's only one of those.
No. But that whole area.
Yeah, but he's
is
in the part that they eat. I'm sitting right below that. Didn't you tell me that?
I'm somewhere. and I'll find out Saturday, Ralph.
Oh, you don't know?
Because see, you're trying to jam me up now, so I'll find out Saturday.
Hey, Donald, how am I trying to jam him up?
What you call this? Donald? Donald?
Mr. Bruce Allen said, attack the middle of the field and stop fading or flyer. Stop the stops, fading, or fly routes. We need speed.
Well, see, Mr. Allen knows.
Did I say that Saturday?
Yeah, he did.
There you go. You bring your tight end in a little bit. Attack that. You got your wide receivers.
Do you feel we'll see that? I mean,
what do you think?
Mr. Walker said we need touchdowns. However you get them. That's what Al Walker said. We need touchdowns. It's just, you know, a win here is more than just a win for the Classic. For Bethune-Cookman.
Right.
It makes a statement that, you know, no matter what you've been through, you know, you could have quit, you could have hung it up,
right.
You know, when you were down and out, when you were 0-8. You could have packed it in. You could have been just like, man, screw this. I'm transferring. I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this no more. You know, it's the transfer portal out there. But you know what? I stuck with it, and this is what sticking with it
That's right.
feels like.
Right.
You know what? And then coming into next year, if you're coming back next year, that 8's going to be flipped around to, you know, the winning column and
Easily.
keep it going, because I feel, you know, we got people behind us.
Right.
So
Exactly.
you know.
And you almost got to contribute that to the coaches, though.
Oh yeah.
The coaches done an excellent job
Of keeping them hungry and keeping them
hungry and
fighting.
focused.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you, as much as you might want to criticize them, they've actually done an excellent job. What they had.
Who wanted to criticize them?
Yeah, who wanted to do that? Who wanted to do that? Who wanted to do that?
What a team! What a team! I love this.
What was that? Was that a Prevost or a Volvo or MCI that drove over you?
Everybody want to be a part of the excellent.
I wanted to know what bus just went over Ralph.
Oh, what a team!
Fans, it is Florida Classic week. Florida Classic Week here on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. We want you to call in 386-868-0635, 386-868-0635. We want to hear from you on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. Want to know where you're sitting in the stadium also, but we want to know what you think it will take for the Wildcats to win the Florida Classic. We took last year off. So glad to be back this year playing the Florida Classic, the biggest HBCU Classic there is. The biggest HBCU Classic there is, and we're a part of it. We're there to see it. 386-868-0635, 386-868-0635. We want to hear from you on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. So you don't know where you're sitting until Saturday. I find that hard to believe. I truly find that hard to believe.
In the P section.
In the P section.
What a team player.
In the P section.
Caller, you're on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show, Florida Classic Week. Welcome.
This is D. Vernon Jackson.
Yes, sir.
CC, your classmate.
Yes, sir.
How's it going,
I feel
Mr. Jackson?
victory.
You feel
I
a
feel a
victory.
victory.
Okay, all right. That's what we like to hear. We like to hear that our Wildcats will come out victorious. What do you think it'll take for us to get the W? Probably 6, 7 o'clock on Saturday evening.
I know, number one, the quarterback. Whichever quarterback show up to play ball, we good.
Yes.
Bethune Cookman normally have some superb quarterbacks. I don't know if it's going to be, a lot of people love Shannon, and I always felt that Devin should have been great because he was the backup to AJ. So, and this is last go round. So this season, Bethune Cookman have been giving out gifts because a lot of games, when I left the game, it left me like Alabama, A&M. They had their game. It's like, in my mind, Lord, how did they just not take it to the house?
Right.
Homecoming, how did they not take it to the house? It's like every game they lost, it was close. It's like it left me with not going home angry, not going home upset, going home like with a big question mark. Like, they had it. They had that game. And I understand the team is young, but I think because people looking at the record and that game when they play Alcorn, I can't do it with the mindset. Bethune Cookman gonna win a game now. They coming too close, and at some point somebody gonna get
tripped up at the end. Yeah. And they
correct.
did it. They've done it.
And A&M coming in there, we on top of the hill. We all listen some, but don't never underestimate the Wildcats. And now that they have turned this thing around, they have turned it around. So this is going to be a classic. And I feel if the Wildcats go in there and they minimize their penalties, they should come out like a champ.
You got a final score for us?
I'm gonna let my classmate get it because he gave a good prediction when we beat Alcorn.
Tell him
Mr. Jackson,
again.
Mr.
Tell him
Jackson,
again,
if I could get the score
classmate.
from you because we put CC on a score band.
Tell him again,
And
my
I heard-
classmate.
I heard Ralph earlier when he said the quarterback was throwing it, like 5 things over the head, but hopefully they got the tall one in there when they throwing it, so they ain't throwing over his head, throwing it right in his hand, so he can
Thank
just,
you, Mr. Jackson.
fall in the end zone.
Most definitely.
But one thing I want to say to y'all, I appreciate y'all show, but the game with Alcorn, my whole game I was praying, I was calling on Jesus. My thing, I don't care how much people looking at me. And I want to tell you all this. When they played Florida A&M in 2019, November 23rd, 2019,
Yes, sir.
that was my birthday.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So that was a birthday gift. Every time they play the Rattlers, it's always close to my birthday. So I'm praying that the Wildcats give me another birthday gift. But I'm asking them to go and leave everything on that field and play Wildcat football. And you say the team is young, but that don't mean nothing if you're hungry. So it depends on how bad do they want it. And I'm hoping they want it bad enough that would be our Celebration Bowl on November the 20th,
Absolutely.
2021.
Amen.
Definitely so.
Amen.
Definitely
Yes,
so.
yes.
Amen.
Happy early birthday, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday in Hill Wildcats.
All right,
All
classmate.
right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. That is the number to talk to Mr. C.C. Cruz, Mr. Ralph Smith, and Daryl Williams here on the Hill Wildcats X's and O Show. Florida Classic Edition. Come on, fans. We want you to call in. You know, those slithery things have been talking a lot of noise.
Yeah, really.
Here's your chance to come out and start your school spirit right here on Thursday night, taking it into Saturday. We're going to need you. As we talked about on some past shows, we need that 12th man.
Yeah, we do.
And we definitely need that 12th man. These guys are some of these guys are going to unfamiliar territory.
Right.
Unfamiliar territory, and we need to make it familiar. We're familiar with what they're going into. So we want to hear from you. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Call in to the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show.
You know, while we're waiting, I'm going to agree with my classmate. We're going to have strong quarterback play, and I think we're going to have to be able to run the ball as well. Those are two key things I think that will propel us in this game.
So you think strong quarterback play will get us there?
I think strong quarterback play will get us there.
Tell your host that.
Caller, you're on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. Welcome.
Hill Wildcats. This is Sarah Bethune, granddaughter of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, calling in.
Hello.
And I just want to say that the 12th man will be there.
Okay, we'd
We've
love
been
to hear
here
that, Ms.
before.
Bethune. Yes, indeed.
We've been here before, went undefeated all season, and we whipped Rattlers' little tails right off the end, and we're going to do that again.
I heard that,
So,
Miss Sarah. I heard that,
you know,
and definitely the 12th man will be there.
Be there indeed. Be there indeed. But keep praying for these young men.
Yes, ma'am.
I get to see them every day, and they're practicing hard, and they just need prayers. And when you see them around, just, let them know no matter what, we stick together.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We stick together. So I just keep doing what you're doing, and they're going to keep doing what they're doing, and God's going to prevail and take care of everybody so nobody gets hurt
Yes,
or
indeed.
injured.
Amen.
It's going to be a good, clean game, but this will be a classic of all classics.
It definitely
sure.
will be that.
Absolutely.
It definitely will be that.
great.
Where are you sitting at, Miss Sarah?
Actually, I'm on campus. I'm at work.
Okay, right on. Well, thank you for
I work
tuning
on
in.
campus, so I'm watching the football players right now in a meeting.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday and hearing that 12th man will us to victory.
All right now.
All right, Hail
right.
Wildcats,
All right.
and we'll see
All
you
right.
Saturday.
Hail
Thank you for
Wildcats.
calling in.
Hail
Yes, ma'am.
Wildcats.
Thank you. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Miss Emma Smith says she's sitting in section 108, row A. So
Well,
that
at least she knows.
She can help coach the
Yeah,
game. Right?
at least you know where she's
Well,
sitting.
she goes to football games.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah. Oh, that's. I mean, for a guy that never shows up, you have difficulty knowing where he's sitting.
So, shout out to Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes said, I did not like the job Sims did in the first half of the season. I may have even been his biggest critic. I don't know what happens with him after Saturday, but what can I say is he got the kids to keep playing, and he said that should be commended. It definitely should be.
I agree.
Be commended, and we wanna keep him going.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Caller, you're on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. Welcome.
Hello.
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 This is Kim Thomas, mother of number 63, Jamal Savage.
Yes, ma'am. How's it going, Miss Kim? It was great to meet you up in the stands up in Grambling last weekend, and thank you for coming over and speaking to myself and Ralph. And, we look forward to some great things from Mr. Savage on this Saturday.
Absolutely, absolutely. We just have to support the young men. They've been working really, really hard. They have not given up thus far, but we need the fans to show up and show out Because
Most
oftentimes I'm yelling by myself.
No, we understand. We definitely understand, and we definitely need the extra help. And I promise you, you're not by yourself. There's 4 or 5 guys up at the top of the stadium who are joining you, but we hope to have 25 or more thousand fans joining you on this Saturday. So we're looking forward to a great game.
I don't know a whole lot about X's and O's, but I do know, somebody said it earlier, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. That's called insanity.
That is definitely insanity.
You made Ralph Day.
Thank you, Miss Abbott.
You made Ralph Day.
That is definitely insanity, and hopefully we can get out of that rut and play Wildcat football, and just it'll come down to who wants it more, and that's who will prevail.
I think you're right, and just in talking to Mr. Savage, they are hungry, so they will go out there and play, and I'm expecting a victory.
There you go, Wildcats,
All right.
go eat.
All right, that's it.
Go eat, Wildcats.
And thank you, gentlemen, for all that you do. You are so dedicated, and I appreciate that.
We thank you very much for
Thank
Ms.
you.
Thomas for all of your support and your well wishes, and we do it for the guys, and we do it for yourselves, the fans, and we enjoy doing it without qualms or anything. And that's why we have one guy who puts $80 worth of diesel in his tank every week.
Now, that says a lot.
It does.
Doesn't it now?
Hopefully one of these days I won't have to keep hearing about it. But
As long as prices are the way they are, you will.
oh yeah,
That's
it
right.
will be that way. It could be free for him. I'd still hear about it, though, Ms. Thomas. Well, we thank you, Ms.
Well,
Thomas,
good. I
and as I
appreciate
said,
you
we
guys.
look forward to seeing you on Saturday and cheering right there along with you. So, hail Wildcats,
All
and
right,
we'll
hail
see you
Wildcats.
Saturday.
Yeah, Wildcats.
See
Thank
ya.
you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, here's a question for Bruce Allen. Will horns be allowed in the stadium?
Tell her to bring me one.
So that would be a yes.
I apologize if I call Miss Emma. I think I said Miss Emma Price, but she said I called her Emma Smith. You do not, trust me, you do not want to get Miss Emma on your bad side. Just ask a rookie referee in the SWAC, and he'll
That's
tell
it,
you.
right.
Yeah. Call us 386-868-0635, 386-868-0635. And yes, Mr. Allen, I agree with Mr. Walker. Bring it anyway. If they tell you to throw it away, then throw it away. If they don't say anything, blow it.
Yeah, right.
386, just not when we have the ball. All right? Just not when we have the ball. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. You found out where you're sitting yet, CC?
No, but I really want to know what's Ralph's keys to the game for success for our Wildcats.
Okay. The number one key is our offensive line.
Okay.
I think our offensive line have done a really great job all year. But I think Saturday they're going to need to step it up a notch.
Okay.
I think that we can't fumble the football, and I think we're going to need great quarterback play, and I think our coaches going to help to put our players in the right position to make the right impact on that game. Okay. That's what I see.
Okay.
I agree with Ralph.
Yeah.
I mean, just packages. Packages. That's the key word. Packages.
Right.
And, and that's on both sides of the
Right,
ball for
exactly,
us.
exactly.
If somebody needs to come out or rotate out, hopefully that next man's ready to go. That's what we got to have.
Because one of the things I would like to see, I would like to see our number one receiver in the SWAC show America why he's number one.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's on a national stage.
It's
so.
on a national stage,
Right.
and if we put him in the right package, he's going to show those skills.
He's gonna shine. Right.
Yeah.
Caller, you're on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show, Florida Classic Week. Welcome.
Hello, this is Virginia Bell, and I have Miss Ruthie here. We're sitting here listening to the show.
Well, thank you for calling in, ladies. We finally get some of the Hill Wildcats faithful to call in, and we want to hear from you all. Miss Ruthie, how's it going over there?
Just want to know how you're doing, Miss Ruthie. Doing good.
You sound good, Miss Ruthie. You sound good.
She's having her a nice little time right here.
Oh, we can imagine, Ralph.
Miss Ruthie knows
all right, we just want to say Hell Wildcats, and victory is ours on Saturday.
Victory is ours. It's definitely ours on Saturday. We thank you all for calling in. It's good to hear from you, Miss Bell. You finally got in, and we'll look forward to hearing from you and Miss Ruthie more. We should be hearing from Miss Emma here pretty soon, hopefully. So.
Yeah, all right. Take care.
Hell Wildcats. Take care.
Hell Wildcats.
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Yeah, there we go, Ralph. Some of our faithful Miss Ruthie, like you say, knows how to have a good time.
The bus crew.
Yes, indeed. But it's going to be there right there to cheer the Wildcats on. Going to be right there to cheer the Wildcats on. Hopefully we'll recruit some new travelers next year.
You think?
Oh boy!
I hope Jerry makes it a requirement to be on the show. I can't speak for.
Should have been standard.
Right.
The first thing in the contract should have said you must not only show up at the studio, but at the games as well.
Right.
Well, I have a different contract than you guys anyway. So
you're right.
Yeah,
what yours say? It's a one-liner. Caller, you're on the Hell Wildcats X's and O's show, Florida Classic Edition. Welcome.
Boy, I tell you, I've been waiting and waiting. How you fellas doing?
We are doing great, Mr. Walker. We are doing
Walker.
great. We're doing great. Wildcats win. Wildcats win. Wildcats win. That's what I want to hear you saying on Saturday night. Come on, bring it on home.
Hey, look here. All alumni, family, and friends. The alumni be at the Rosen Center. We got a hospitality suite Friday night with food and drinks. We're going to have a party after the game. It ain't going to be a celebration party. It's a victory party. Y'all better come on now. Get ready. Let's have fun. There's going to be plenty tailgating. Have y'all been around the stadium today? Oh, no, y'all in Daytona. They getting crunk over here, Daryl.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine.
I hope you ain't on the leash, bro. I hope you ain't on the leash. It's funky over here. It's funky.
CC say I do what I
want. Woo! You do what you want when she ain't around. Get in trouble now. But CC, hey, Ralph, I know you can hang. Listen, y'all need to get to the game, get to the stadium early so you won't miss out on the fun. But most of all, the Wildcats have got to have something for them. We got to have something for the people. The people are coming. We've been waiting on this all year in spite of what's been happening.
Yes, indeed.
Victory.
Indeed.
As we say on Sunday morning, victory shall be mine.
There you go. Victory shall be mine. We look forward to seeing you, Al. And I know I hear the band back there in the background, and we're getting the crunk over there in Orlando. And we look forward to, like you say, having a victory party on Saturday night. Well, pregame on Friday night, and Saturday will be the big deal, and we'll party it up after our Wildcats bring it home.
That's the fish crew. They over there cleaning the fish for the fish.
Okay. All right. Get right.
Get them scales out of that fish now. Don't mess it up.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. I'm not going to ask you a final score because I know you don't do that. So,
what?
You got one?
Final score. I'm going out on a limb, Ralph. I'm going out on a limb, CZ.
Go ahead, Al.
28-35 Wildcats.
28-35 Wildcats.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree?
Looking for a complete.
We'll get yours.
You get mine. I like that, Al. Yeah, I like that.
But hey, you know they coming. You know they hungry. Look here, I done posted a picture of Sunshine from last year. I hope he in the house because his curse is still there. So
you talking about Stanley?
The Wildcats have got to have a serious run attack game. The defense got to be on point. They got to go back there and touch that guy a couple of times. The defense, I keep saying it all year, we need the defense to score no matter what. If we behind, if we ahead, we still need them to score because, you know, the Wildcats smell it.
Definitely smell it.
But the Rattlers taste it. So we got to snap it away.
That's right,
we the
Al.
only ones in the world. The venom does not do anything to it. What is Rattler venom? What is it?
Indeed. Well, we look forward to seeing you on Friday and Saturday, and we look forward to having a good time with you and celebrating the victory with you, Mr. Walker.
Section 105 gonna be funky. Where you gonna be, CC?
Oh yeah,
You don't know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I'll let you know tomorrow, Al.
Hopefully, you even know where the stadium is.
Al, don't do that to me, man.
Hey, Al, we're trying to encourage him to show up.
Al, we're on the radio. Don't do that.
All right,
man. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Take care, brother.
All right, guys. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Switchboard's hot over here.
Yeah, man.
You know, 386-868-0635.
You got y'all getting my frat brothers turning on me, man. I don't. Oh wow.
You're not safe anywhere. I see why you don't come to some games.
Oh man.
Can you imagine CC back there in the ghetto?
He wouldn't make it.
He wouldn't last.
Miss Emma would have flipped the table over on
man,
you, bro.
this is really a CC show.
Bro, you want to know what? So, for some unforeseen reasons, Ralph wasn't able to make to the Jackson State game. And he still wears that stripe against him on the bus. When Miss Emma get a hold to him,
Miss Emma said, "You know you weren't there now." Why me? Why?
we love you, Miss Emma. We love you, Miss Ruthie. We love you, Miss Virginia. And we love you, Betty Robinson. We love you, Miss Bonnie. And Coach Williams. All right, my brother. The Ghetto crew. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. So we missed a year of the Classic, guys. What does this game do for you now that we're back? Did you feel something was missing? We know all we've been through. That you feel something was missing? You know, that is one game that you know. You might not know a whole lot of teams that you're playing on your schedule, but that is one game that you know, that you grew up on. You know, that's like Al Green, the jams. You know, that gets everyone, ready.
It's just that game, that family game. And, for me, I have family that went to both schools that are tied very heavily to both schools. And it's actually, a big reunion, if you have.
It is.
And the football game is just extra icing on the cake for me.
If you can get through the pre-trash talking and everything, it turns out to be, for the last 9 years, a glorious weekend,
Right.
if you're wearing maroon and gold. But, it's the camaraderie. It's the, it's something you look forward to that, hey, we know football season is coming around. Before we put toe to leather
right
in the regular season, what game is talked about?
A&M.
That's it.
But not only that, though, I agree with what he said. It's the atmosphere. Even though we're bitter rivalries, we get along.
Oh yeah.
And what events where a bunch of us get together and people don't start shooting.
Right.
But you never see that at the Classic.
No.
Right.
Because it's the families are so intertangled.
That you got so many who went different places and
exactly. I mean, like CC and I attended Bethune Cookman. Our daughters attended A&M.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Just
right. Right.
Yeah, we're gonna talk noise to you, and we're gonna
Right. If you can grin and bear it, and a lot of it's funny and everything,
Exactly.
and we take shots at each other. Sometimes it's even at our own, but it's still the camaraderie when you come together, when you see everybody in that stadium, cameras going off, lights and everything. That's just when you have a crowd that large of predominantly HBCUs, which you don't get that a lot of times.
No.
You don't get that a lot of times. Yes, I went to Florida State. I make no qualms about it.
Right.
I saw that every Saturday.
Right.
Frankly, I got tired of it. So, but just to have everybody come together and you see people you haven't seen in a while, and they're coming in for the classes. The RVs in the lot.
Right.
It's just amazing,
Yep. And Morgan Cruz, if you're listening tonight, make sure you drive under 75 coming home tomorrow, going to the Classic with us, please.
And I have an ESPN contract waiting on you, Morgan, when you get here. Or you can come on the Hell Wildcats X's and O's show. Well, Mr. Walker said his daughter went to FAMU also.
See? Fathers go to the right school,
right?
Daughters
go to the other school. That's right. That's right.
We made the right decision.
We sure did.
Yeah, we made the right decision. But this, just, to me, it's just our people coming together to have a good time, and that's what it's all about, and that's what I look forward to, just to see it, talking trash out there in the field, and and people invite you over to the tailgate.
Right. No matter what colors you have on, nothing, just walking around the stadium, the fan experience, just
exactly,
man.
And it's just a good weekend in Orlando for our people.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
Yes. From the Battle of the Bands to just everything surrounding it.
Well, you could tell. Let me add this. I got to add this. One of the things that I've been reading with A&M people about what song selections we're gonna play.
Yeah.
Now, I want all you rattlers out there that listen to this,
because we know you're listening.
Yeah, we gonna play "Let's Go Wildcats."
Right.
Come hell or high water, that's our song.
Right.
We're gonna play it.
They make earplugs.
Yeah.
You can buy a whole bunch of them.
Earplugs, because we're
gonna play that. Yeah, we're gonna play that.
And you better hope it's not while we're marching down the field, because that's going to amp it up more.
Right.
Because when y'all running and calling it marching, we don't criticize y'all.
Right.
What he said in Django, criticize.
Yeah. You saying you're marching, but you're actually running. We don't criticize y'all. So leave Let's Go Wildcat alone, because we're going to play our Let's Go Wildcat. Come hell or high water. That's just the way it is.
That's it. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Yes, this is the Hell Wildcats X's and O's show. But Rattlers, if you're out there, hey, the phone line's open to anybody. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Call, talk your noise, but be ready to back it up on Saturday. That's what it comes down to. Call, talk your noise, but be ready to back it up. 386-868-0635. We want to hear from you on the Hell Wildcats X's and O's show. CC, you don't know where you're sitting?
My daughter tell me.
Morgan, if you hear, please call and tell your daddy where he's sitting.
She'll tell me.
Text it to him if you're not driving. This is what we have to deal with, fans, all the time out of this guy.
Let's go Wildcats.
Oh, my word, man. We still have seats available on the Hell Wildcats Let's Go Wildcats bus, $30 round trip over to the Florida Classic. Forget driving. Up on the bus leaves at 11:30 a.m. if you're here in Daytona on Saturday morning from the Home Depot on International Drive in Daytona. 11:30 a.m. from the Home Depot, $30 round trip. You can go to www.letsgowildcats.org for more information. www.letsgowildcats.org for more information. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Caller, you're on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. Welcome.
Hey, greetings. This is Dr. Evelyn Bethune, and y'all know we're going to kill them snakes on Saturday. You know that.
Definitely so, Miss Evelyn. Definitely so. If we come and play our game and do what we're supposed to do.
We love them, but we need to give them a rest. You know, they need a little peace, so we're going to take them to the end.
Most definitely. Yeah. We'll be there.
and we listen to 106.3 even in Atlanta. We love it.
Yes. Well, thank you very, very much. We're happy, and the folks over here at Joy 106.3 are definitely happy. And we thank you very much for tuning in, and Hail Wildcats. And here we go to a
Hail
victory.
Wildcats forever. Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Thank you for calling in. We look forward to hearing from you again.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Love the show.
Thank you. Have a good night. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. See, there's people all the way from out of state checking in on you there.
It is.
Yeah. 386-868-0635. What's the call-in number? He don't even know.
Did you ask for help?
No.
Please ask for help. Please ask for help. Please ask for help.
See, we got different contracts.
Please ask for help. But see, in my contract, I don't have to know the call-in number. See,
Well,
that's the
obviously,
difference.
because you don't know it.
See, that's the difference.
Call-in number when we got actual games.
They knew asking you to remember the phone number was going to be a stretch.
Is
They knew it
different.
was going to be a stretch.
So, CC, Mr. Walker wants you to stop by Bethune Grill tomorrow on your way through and bring him some wings.
Mr. Al Walker?
That's Mr. Walker.
That's my frat brother.
Tell him, hey,
That's
you
my
might want to tell
that's my
Big
frat
Al,
brother.
we waited for black pepper and garlic, never did get it.
Very nice.
Al, I don't know where that comes from. But
We still haven't had our steak yet either.
Exactly. Yeah.
386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Call in. Let's talk Wildcat football. Let's talk Florida Classic week. You got memories of the Florida Classic? We want to hear it. We missed 1 year, and we're back. We're back to a packed house. Camping World Stadium, 3:30 p.m. kickoff. Camping World Stadium, showing live on ESPN3.
Plus, I think.
No, it's
Is it
3
Plus?
and it's 3.
not
Yeah,
plus. I don't
it's
think
3.
it's plus.
Yeah.
It's not plus? Okay.
Yeah.
Al, you want to hear my prediction?
No, it's not time for your
They
prediction.
don't,
yet.
they don't want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not time
Okay,
for
they don't
you.
want to hear my prediction. Okay.
In your contract, it
Okay.
states you don't just make your own time to make your own prediction.
I don't think you got that far out. I don't think
My
you got
contract.
I got to drive from
Hey,
Jacksonville.
let me ask you a question. Was that in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't get
But
that far.
this $80 of diesel fuel. But I give it Daryl. Not Daryl, Jerry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, get with me.
Oh, so,
No.
So you said
if
you
you-
said he ain't big enough.
He want to get with Jerry. Jerry gonna just tell him, well, don't drive
Jerry,
at all.
I
Just
tell
don't
you
be
what,
on the show.
You'll feel better with him than Jerry.
No,
Jerry-
me and Jerry close.
Jerry's church folks.
Me and Jerry-
And you're an outsider, right?
You're outside.
Caller, you're on the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. Welcome.
Listen, I just had to call back. I don't know what y'all problem is over there cracking on my frat brother. Get
Thank
all
you.
off him,
Thank
man.
you.
He just fill it in.
All
What he's
you-
supposed to fill in.
Right.
Hey, all
right.
you're doing, Mr. Walker, is working on these Bethune wings. We know you feel the same way we feel.
Hey,
Sure
hey,
he does.
why you getting me
Sure he
something? Give me
does.
extra sauce on the side. Listen. Y'all just don't know. That go with a little good with a little Hennessy, okay? But listen,
We don't know about any of that.
let me tell you something. You know that first Sunday communion. You know what it is. Listen, let me tell you something. The best thing happened to the Florida Classic, and there I don't know where you were during this time, is when the Florida Classic left Tampa.
Oh no, I was in tow. I was still in tow at that one time.
Oh, okay. Right. Ever since the Florida Classic has left Tampa, it has been a new era. And now every year we're taking it up a notch. Now I don't know if you were in the stadium when we hit the 70,000 mark, but it's a beautiful sight.
Yeah.
Because it was still another 50,000 walking around the stadium.
That's right.
We got to get back to that point. So that's the beauty of the Florida Classic.
It definitely is. Anyway. And I believe we're working back to that point, too. If we can just keep on going and both teams continue to excel and do what they're doing and the universities continue to excel, we will get back to that point.
Yeah, no doubt.
We definitely will get back to that point. So, yeah. Well, we thank you, Mr. Walker, for calling in. I'll make sure those wings get over there to you. and we look forward.
And you want extra barbecue sauce?
On the side, Ralph. On the side. I don't want you to drown my wings.
I'm just trying to help you out because me and Dara might have to pick the wings up for you.
If you want them.
If you want to eat wings, you better let me know everything there, Mr. Walker. Because your classmate is not to be trusted.
Oh, I'm glad you're around, Brother Ralph.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Hey, brother, I'm here to help.
We'll talk to you Saturday, man. Have a good night.
Y'all be safe.
All right, Al.
Drive safe and get here tomorrow. All right.
Definitely. All right. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. Call in. We want to talk Florida Classic. What's your memories of the Florida Classic? I know some might have deeper memories, longer memories than some, but hey, we want to know what's your favorite memory of the Florida Classic. 386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. It's so good to hear from the callers we've heard from so far tonight. Some new callers, glad to know that everyone is enjoying the show. And even if you aren't enjoying the show, hopefully you're enjoying Bethune-Cookman football, Bethune-Cookman athletics, right, because that's what it's about.
That's it.
And we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here. We're going to bring it to you, even during recruiting season.
That's it.
We might not be on the radio, but we'll be doing Facebook and YouTube Live, bringing you the best and greatest things from Bethune-Cookman football during our off season and how we continue to prepare. Because, hey, as soon as the clock hits 0:00 on Saturday, football season as on the field is over.
Right.
But it's not over as far as the program is
not.
over.
No.
That's
when it all starts.
Yeah, actually. Recruiting kicks up, exponentially, and we're on the road trying to get guys and preparing. Heck, in a few weeks, we'll be right back in chaos.
That's it.
We'll be right back in chaos, getting it ready, and getting in some of the things that we did miss coming into this spring and into this year. So, what are you looking forward to seeing in the postseason after our physical football season's over, CC?
I think I'm just looking for some quality kids coming in here that can help us at every position. I think we've started off well from what I've seen. Trying to get the kids, to from recruiting right now. But I'm just looking for some kids that can really come in and fit some holes that we definitely need taken care of.
Definitely, Ralph.
My thing was always the signing day. When
the signing bash.
When they used to invite the season ticket holders in and they present all the players they signed. That was exciting to me. I used to enjoy that.
Definitely.
And Coach Sims, I hope you're listening. You need to start that up again. They got everybody excited, and who was coming in, and couldn't wait for football season.
Right.
Definitely. A lot of exciting things coming down the pipe. I know HillWildcats.com will be a part of those things, and we're working behind the scenes to make Bethune-Cookman, not just football, but the Bethune-Cookman athletic experience a great thing. We've been meeting and putting some things together that, we're hearing from the fans. When you call into the show, when you listen to the show, it's not just us, reaching out to you, letting you know information. When you're calling in, we're obtaining information. It's not, we go back to Coach Sims. Right. If you don't think we don't talk to Coach Sims, right. We talk to Coach Sims.
Right.
And it goes further than that. We go up to, the athletic administration and we talk to them. We want to continue to be the voice of our fan base. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
We want to help grow, not, as I said, not just Bethune-Cookman football, Bethune-Cookman athletics.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. If you pay your money, if you're doing the things you need to do, if you're, paying whatever you give to the school, if you give into the athletics, we want your voice to be heard. We want your voice to be heard, and we will make sure of that. We will make sure of that. You have guys here who, truly believe in all of us and what we can do together, and we will make sure that definitely happens. So look for some very exciting things to come in during the off season and grow. Yes, Mr. Walker, we do have a kicker and punter. So I guess he missed that part of the show.
He missed that part.
You went to sleep on us, Mr. Walker.
That's limiting your wing count, man.
Class of 84.
386-868-0635. 386-868-0635. We have time for one more caller before we wrap this Florida Classic Edition show up. 386-868-0635. What you want to say? He want to say something.
He still want to give his prediction.
Oh, he chomping at the bit. That's
right.
Man. Al did a good job though. With his prediction though, he really did.
Those scores look real close to me.
I'm telling you,
because you're going to need to score over 30 to win.
Well, and let me just say this: number one, we're going to score 30 points. Okay, I can tell you that right now. We're going to definitely score 30 points. It's where A&M's going to where they're going to be within the 20s. But we're going to score 30 points. And I can tell you that. I just truly believe that.
Fans, we want to hear your predictions. Put your predictions here in the Facebook chat, and you can also go to the YouTube chat and put your predictions. We want to know what you think the score will be on for Saturday's game. Closest person to the score, we will have a Hill Wildcats prize for you. We will have a Hill Wildcats prize for you. Closest person to the score, put them in the Facebook chat. Also, you can go to YouTube and relay the same thing. Closest person to the score. We will. How about what you think we should give, Ralph? Free trip to one of next year's games.
Yep.
Free trip to one of next year's games. All inclusive. All inclusive. Bus ride, ticket.
And in addition to that, we'll even have CC on the bus.
We will.
Or the plane.
We will. We definitely will.
So that's a prize in itself.
We will.
But anyway, we need you guys to participate. So I really want to see, because Mr. Al said it's going to be 35-28. What's your prediction?
Are you asking me now?
No, I asked the audience. I'm asking the audience. Gee whiz. He forgot the script.
He doesn't know.
He forgot the script.
He doesn't show up to the show usually, so he forgot he wasn't at the show. He thought he was one of the regular audiences. So, you ready? You ready? All right, CC.
What's your prediction?
Drum roll.
Just give us the score.
No drum roll? Okay. Seriously.
No, let's go Wildcats. How about that?
I'm looking at 31-21.
Who?
Who you think?
I don't know.
It got to be the Wildcats.
Your daughter went to FAMU.
Yeah, but she made a mistake.
So 31-21 Wildcats.
31-21
Good guys.
Wildcats.
Ralph?
Oh, I'm gonna let him do that. I'm with him.
That's my part of the show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's in my contract.
Yeah, I don't make predictions.
No,
I don't do that.
No.
Did we put a disclaimer in there? If you get that score wrong,
I'm gone.
Well, you don't got to worry about no more diesel on 95 South.
Keep that diesel and Duval County. You won't be spilling it all over the
No. CC, give us your closing words, man.
Let's just come and show out Saturday. I'm like Coach Sims. It's really not much to say. We know what's at stake. You know, we got to win, but we got to come and cheer our team along. Everybody be safe on the highways going and coming back. I look forward to seeing everyone.
All I have to say is I'll see you Saturday.
He said
at Campus World Stadium.
He'll see you Saturday. I guess my closing words would be: we know, as CC said, we know the assignment.
Right.
Let's carry out the assignment. Let's complete the assignment. Let's finish this season out victorious. Let's do what a lot of people, and I'm not saying Wildcats. Let's do what a lot of people didn't think we could do.
Right.
You know, we heard for so long, oh, Cookman's going to be over. The laughs, the jabs.
Right.
You know what? Did our guys listen to any of that?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
2-8 going into the final game of the season. And if you truly believe, and you don't listen to the naysayers, you can come out victorious on Saturday. I remember back, and this is a little quip, but I remember back in 2010, Bethune Cookman Wildcats came into the Florida Classic. We're on the visitor side. Came into the Classic 10-0. Didn't think we could be knocked off.
Right. You're right.
Lo and behold, what happened?
We got knocked off.
Mac Johnson got hurt.
Yep.
Matt.
And then since then, what happened?
We never got ourselves in that position again. And we've won
We've
nine
been on
straight.
the road. Yeah.
If you want to control your destiny, you control your destiny.
Amen.
And we come from faith. If you just have the faith of the grain of a mustard seed.
That's the key.
Overcome mountains.
That's it.
Overcome mountains.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Fans, we thank you for tuning in to the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. We look forward to seeing you this Saturday, 3:30 p.m., Camping World Stadium over in Orlando, Florida, for a Wildcat victory. Let's cheer our guys on. Let's lead them to victory. Be that 12th man that we truly need. If you need a ride there, let's go wildcats.org. We do have a bus going, leaving Daytona at 11:30 a.m. from the Home Depot here in Daytona on International Speedway. We hope to see you there. If you're there, you see us out in the crowd, out and about, come over and see us. Say hello. We'd love to see you. We'd love to greet our fans, and we look forward to a Wildcat victory. For Mr. C.C. Cruz, Mr. Ralph Smith, I'm Daryl Williams for the Hill Wildcats X's and O's show. Let's go Wildcats, and I mean go.
Hail Wildcats.
Hail Wildcats.
Hail Wildcats.
Good night, fans. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bethune-Cookman University alma mater.
Buckle in.